Dan, the Marketing Man Moskal here, and we're talking about email marketing, specifically your subject line. Now, your subject line is the first thing people are going to see. And one of the best piece of advice I've ever received with this is from the direct marketing genius Gary Halbert, who said, picture your lead and your recipient sitting next to a wastebasket sorting through their mail. He wasn't specifically talking about email, but the same principles apply. When people are going through their emails, they're sitting right next to a wastebasket. Your subject line has to reach out and grab them by their shirt lapels and get their attention. Some of the better subject lines I've discovered is asking your list a question, mentioning a celebrity in pop culture, bulleted and numbered lists, how to blank. These are just good ways to grab and grit that attention and get people's attention long enough to actually click on your message and decide. They first have to decide to read your message. Otherwise, your message will go unopened or it'll go straight to the trash can. The next point we want to mention is congruency. You want your message to be congruent. So, for example, if you mention pop culture or a celebrity in your subject line, make sure that your message talks about that. Make sure that your message is mentioning that celebrity. Don't just put random things in your subject line just to get the message opened. You need to have a congruent, because if somebody opens your message and you don't follow up and have congruency, the likelihood of them opening up your next message will plummet. In other words, you really have to be congruent, otherwise people aren't going to be receptive to your information or want to open up your messages, because they're going to remember the last time you just wasted their time. You didn't even talk about the celebrity that you put in your subject line. So make sure that you follow some congruency. If you put something in your subject line, make sure your message is talking about that and addressing that and talks about that. For example, I just got an email message just the other day about Jay Leno and him retiring from The Tonight Show after it's like 30 something years. But the point is their subject line contained that, and then also their message was talking about that. So please follow that principle. And remember, people are busy. They have a million things going on. They have their kids going off to school, going off to activities. They have, the dinners on the stove, etc. There's a million more important, relevant things. This is why your subject line must jump out and grab them by the lapels and get their attention. If you don't have subject lines that get their attention, your messages will never be opened, which kind of eliminates the whole purpose of sending a message. So this is Dan Moskal. Please visit danmoskaluniversity.com. We've created a free report to give to you. You can also find one of my books, Email Marketing That Works, so you don't have to. Available at Amazon, on the Kindle, iTunes, Barnes & Noble, and more. Please check out the next video in this playlist and have a terrific afternoon.